All right, so let's start. Hello, everyone. First, so exciting topic today. For the next 50 minutes or so, we'll be reviewing how to master the multi-placement of Apple Search Ads. So let's start with a little agenda. So this is going to be what we're going to cover today together. So first, just a quick intro on about me and the company I work for, so Glovo. Then we'll be reviewing the different placement that we use at Glovo at the moment. We are going to review some information on and best practices on the brand awareness versus performance marketing campaigns and their halo effects. I will also give you some expert tips on setting up your best campaigns in Apple Search Ads. And we will finish by reviewing the latest view for conversion available in the Apple Search Ad platform for us and how it can be useful for your campaigns. So yeah, very exciting. So first, a bit about myself. So I've worked in paid search for now 6 years. I joined Glovo about 2 years ago as a senior paid search specialist. Live and work in Barcelona, and I've been working with Apple Search Ads for now the past 2 years. The company that I represent today is Glovo, a leader in the food delivery app, and we are covering a total of like 8 different countries through Apple Search Ads. And yeah, we quickly saw that Apple Search Ads became a great opportunity for us, in terms of growth. Then, okay, so let's start. So this example of like ad placement that we use at Glovo. So we are covering all the ones available from Apple Search Ads. If you see on the left side of the screen, there are like the display placement. So Today tab, product pages, and such tab. We are also testing custom product pages with Today tab ads. And if you see more on the right, an example of our search results. So we are also testing their custom product pages and variations, and they are there through our different campaigns. So what we try to do is having the most granular structure possible. So because our potential users may look for, food delivery, but also they may look for, supermarkets. So we need always to be there for these specific searches and showcasing some unique ad variations for our users and into the different touch points of our user journey. Then, so we, as mentioned, we all use the placement available in Apple Search Ads, and basically the way we see it is we can group this campaign into two different buckets. So you have on the left the display campaigns that are focusing on brand awareness, and the right ones, so the keyword-based campaigns focusing more on performance. So the way we see it at Glovo is that the display campaigns will be complementary to the performance marketing ones, and we strongly believe having both running at the same time allow us to do different things. First, increase our reach and target more users, scale the app exposure and increase brand awareness, also catch user attention at the various stage of the journey, as I mentioned before. And also we can really tailor our message to meet user immediate needs, for example, on custom product pages. And so a bit more into the halo effect. So what we've seen at Glovo is that there is a clear halo effect from the brand awareness campaigns to the performance one. So you see the brand awareness at the center of the screen. Since it's like boost visibility and traffic, they also support the user base expansion. So you have, for example, Today tab that you will see on the bottom left. That can be a great playground for new releases of products, services, seasonal promotion. So you can test there some custom product pages to capture attention. And then you also have on the right the search results. So this will help to target users obviously actively looking for new downloads. So they are looking for something very specific. So if it's relevant searches for your app, obviously you need to be there. And so by combining those plus search tab on the top and product page, you can really boost that performance with tailored ad creatives. You can use super tailored custom product pages for, as I mentioned, super specific events within the country, seasonality events, etc. And you can curate those that are like the most relevant for user searches as well. And use to the tab as well to showcase, I don't know, some great promo so you can use for both awareness and that to the custom product pages, sorry, that you can use for both brand awareness and marketing, performance marketing placement. So at the end, by using all of these placements, you can maximize exposure, downloads, and really improve your visibility, your brand visibility, and your brand impact. And it can be, if you want, like a great foundation for your market presence, basically. So now I'm gonna give you some of the expert tips on setting up campaigns. So we'll start with display and then we're gonna cover search. But first, it goes without saying, obviously, you need to think about the budget you're gonna spend there and potentially split it among your different ad placement, because they will not have the same performance. So you need to think about this. One of the key things that I learned so far while working on this platform is to really align with your ASO team or representative. So the organic team, basically, because you need to make sure that you have a proper compelling app listing messaging, that your app description describes perfectly the functionality, the content, what's great about your app, basically. You need to showcase all of this and obviously align once you want to test custom product pages in terms of the design, etc. You need to be aligning on this with the ESO team. So it's like, it's super important. Then for search, I mean, also it's not here on the slide, but as you can imagine, budget is super important. You need to think about how you can split this between your campaigns, because some campaigns may not have the same performance. And then my next advice would be choose the right keywords. So which means do your keyword research, prioritize keyword relevance and search volumes. You have this info in the keyword discovery tab as well in SplitMetrics, so it's available. You can also use the search match campaigns if you have one to look into, new search terms that are relevant for your app. Use negative keyword lists, brand that you don't want to appear for that are irrelevant. The more granular, the better for your keyword-based campaigns. Review the list regularly, hide new ones if necessary, looking at the search match campaign, etc. Obviously, you need to define your target audience. Be sure to know the objective before, and to focus on certain age, location, devices, even customer types, gender, etc., etc. And again, this comes back, but I think this is one of the key also. It's align with design and ASO team to get some learnings on like what works in terms of like keywords, in terms of like CPPs for which audience, test whenever you can. So those are the top ones. Then we've seen it a bit before in the previous presentation, but yes, one last expert tip would be also to work on testing custom product pages, because they are great if you want to tailor your message, for example, to a certain, I don't know, demographic. I don't know, set up some offers only for, I don't know, returning users campaigns. But you also need to think local. You need to think about localizing them, adapting to the region, to the country, to the culture, to the local culture. Think about what's happening in the country that is big in terms of seasonality, and test like test what works best, align with the ESO team, pre-post like as much as you can do to understand what works best in terms of like, your audience and your users. And yeah, lastly, one of the last points of data currently available for us is the recently released view through reporting metrics. So even though it's recent for me, I see some advantages of these new features. So first, obviously, it gives more data on that performance. So that way you can focus your investment on the best performing placements. Let's say that you can focus more budget into your search tab or today tab placement. So that will boost your brand awareness. It gives better insight also into the user journey, give more data, you understand better the user journey. Because the thing is the path to conversion is not always linear, right? A user might need time to reconsider their decisions or conduct further research before ordering for your app. So yeah, basically, in my opinion, these reports can be used also as a complement to the other metrics available in the platform. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for listening, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the sessions of today.
Camille, thank you so much. Please stop, don't go. We have just a couple of minutes left, and we have a couple of questions. At least one, I think you could try to answer. Camille, can you share how you perform custom product page research and what tools do you use for that? Could you please share?
Yeah, sure. So basically, yeah, first with CPPs, users will land on a page that directly reflects the ad they click on. So it needs to be relevant for the user. When you start thinking about launching testing a CPP, you need to ensure your visuals align with your audience. And it needs to make sense for your audience. Do not test a CPP just for the sake of testing a CPP. You can think about looking at in your app, are there any deals or promotion happening that you can promote through CPPs, highlight some features. So yeah, do some research with the different teams that are within your company and see what's new and see what you can promote through the CPPs. Think about something that has been locally as well in the country, has been happening locally in the country. So think about the KPIs and what you want to achieve and look at what competitors are doing. So check what's going on in the industry. In terms of tool, you have a great tool in SplitMetrics that you can use. So the CPP intelligence, that is quite useful. You can see the CPPs that your competitors are using. You can see the top keywords by share of voice of the CPP of some competitors. And you also can check by competitor name, but also by keywords. So it's super useful. So yeah, I mean, this is what I would do. Yeah.